The question is that if I go for a top tier MBA program, let's say top 10, 20, 25 program abroad, and if I want to come back right after MBA or maybe within a year of coming back to India, how will that help? How easy will the transition be? First thing that you really have to understand is that I'll give you my example. I came back immediately right after an MBA from Tata, and I graduated in 2008. Why? Because I wanted to be with my family, and I was very, very sure that I wanted to be here. And I know a couple of other people from class of 2008 who immediately came back with me because they knew they wanted to be in this country. Now, if you think you're going there and you don't have a similar situation, but you're going out there just to experience international education, and then you'll work for a year, and you're thinking that this is the time where I'll be out there for 3 years and then I'll come back and work for somebody in Hyderabad, or maybe work for somebody in Mumbai. I'm telling you one thing. It's very unlikely for a lot of people who start their academic cycle abroad or a professional experience abroad to come back the moment it finishes. Why? Because that's where your learnings will have just begun then. You will have started experiencing the new things in the corporate world, the new and amazing things that the moment you get out of business school, I'm sure when you start working, it brings in its own challenges and amazing learnings as well. And that's when it becomes very, very difficult counterintuitive for people to say that, you know what, all right, I've learned whatever I had to. Now let me call a recruiter in Mumbai and work there. Now, understand one thing. Now, it's fair for the recruiter as well to pay you as much as they would pay somebody who graduated from IIM Ahmedabad or from ISB. And just because you decided to spend 4 times the amount of fee, they're not going to pay you 4 times the amount of salary. Like if somebody from ISB pays 35, 36 lakhs and you paid 1.5 crores, and you call up the same recruiter in Mumbai and say, you know what, hey, the IIM Ahmedabad again, the ISB guy getting the same thing, but I just graduated from Stanford. I at least should get 5 times or 4 times or 3 times of that. And I graduated like last year. If you propose that, it's not going to work. So if you come from a very rich family where if you can spend 1.5, 2 crores and then afford to come back right after MBA and work in those salaries, or maybe work in family businesses, and then it makes sense for you to explore international MBA and then come back to India immediately. But if you don't belong to that background where 2 crores is a small deal for you, and if you're exploring international MBA, explore it because you are exploring international career as well. The real learning, the real value of an MBA begins the moment you finish your graduation and you take off. Do you get it? And if you're keen on solving immediate problems in Mumbai, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Delhi, Bangalore, why do you have to learn a lot of things from somebody in booth if you have to immediately come back? Hey, international MBA will have a lot of value in India if you work for some years internationally. Like if you work in the McKinsey office of US for 4 to 5 years, then it will be really valued in India. And I know a lot of people from Darden as well who are doing really, really well because they worked internationally as well. Not to say that people who have not worked internationally are not doing well, but I'm saying don't spend 1.5 crores. If you're immediately coming back, it's just counterintuitive. I hope it answers your question. Thank you.